Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I hope you're having a really, really good day. I come to speak today about the Paradise Ascension plan and to discuss very briefly a very powerful book of revelations that have really changed my life. The card of the day is house cleaning. We have to do this house cleaning. We have to clean in front of our door first to know that we have to make space for the new. And it's really hot here. I hope you're doing okay. Well, when I lived in Miami, I spent the summer in Miami. We have two things that we could do is to live in AC, to have AC, the climatization, or to live in the water. But other than that, close your window, close your door. I don't know where you live, but so no matter what, we all came here in a very specific condition. We chose to incarnate at this specific time. We're very adulated by the universe to accept to live in this time and to go through all that, because when you become aware and conscious to live in this world is really difficult. But we had to come in order to assist the transition, and so. Just be in the moment, feel the perfection of the alignment. When we are in alignment with our source, we can feel, we can know, we can see the perfection of the divine I am presence. And for that, we need to follow our joy, to see what brings you joy, to see what brings, when you can express your passion, your creativity, to unfold the love and continue to cultivate that connection, to cultivate that sense of control over your, not control, but to direct your energy flow where you need to go. So I wanted to talk about the Urantia book. The Urantia book is a wonderful book of revelation. It's not a book of initiation, but it was channeled in the 1950s. And personally, it came into my life in 1993. I was painting about philosophy and Buddha and Lao Tzu and the I Ching and all kinds of the truth by God. And I was talking, and then I started painting cosmic painting. And I was talking to a friend of mine, Lady Anne. I don't know where she is. I hope I see her again. Wonderful friend. And she studied theology at Oxford or Cambridge. She's a lady of England, English person. And she told me, well, you might want to look it up, this book. It has no picture, but it talks a lot about the celestial aspect of life. And so I was in Santa Fe at the time. I was living in Santa Fe in 1993. And so I went to the library and I picked up the book. I borrowed the book and I isolated. It was so powerful to me. I had to isolate myself for 3 weeks. Then I eventually bought the book. The hard copy is better. For it's all online. I put a link to the introduction to the book, and then I read it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Personally, it's the part 1 and 2 that really changed everything. For the part 3 and 4, there is very lot of things that have value in the part 3 and 4, but a lot of things is hidden. For they do not talk about the matrix of reincarnation that we have here. They don't talk about extraterrestrials implication in the evolution of the genome of humanity. They don't talk about the galactic wars. They don't talk about the deified beings. They hide a lot of things because the humans have to learn so much by themselves. Yet So for like 20 years, I studied this book, and then I put it away for about 20 years. And now a lot of those things are revealed. I could verify it through my heart and my spiritual experience. They came to, everything has been manifested in a verification. For it's good to be able to verify things when it is matched by your I am presence to validate the truth. So there's a lot of great value in this book. And it's all very much about cosmology, the study of the universe as a whole, divinity, the relationship to who we are in relationship to God, and philosophy, the love of wisdom, philosophia, the love of wisdom. It was a word invented by Pythagoras, and and in a sense, philosophy is about discovering a way to have a good life for as a humans. I'm sorry, I'm still. For this book is very much about talks about the Paradise Ascension path. It talks about about so many things, and it's although it hides a lot of things, and it talks about the relationship of the between the paradise coast and the universe unfoldment. For instance, the Father, Mother, God of our universe are paradise beings that were when in this super universe, in the great Milky Way galaxy, there was took billions of years for when the spirit came here to see this space where it was possible to create a new star cloud, a new local universe. Then you made this report. It took another few billion years, and then eventually a nebula was created, and then millions of stars came out of that nebula, and that formed a star cloud of Nebadon, this magnetic universe we live in. And so the Father, Mother, God of our universe trained in the central universe for a very long time before they became the Father, Mother, God of our universe. For when this was approved, the universal Father and the eternal Son created a paradise creator Son. For there is over 700,000 paradise creator sons, which is surprising because there will only be 700,000 local universe. So we don't know the destiny or the purpose of the creation of more than 700,000 creator sons. So the Father and the Son created an eternal and finite concept of reality, the paradise creator Son, and it was matched by a creative daughter of the infinite spirit. So that was in the model of the master spirit of Orvontun. There are 7 master spirits, which represent the seven aspects of God consciousness. When all 7 master spirits are together, it is like the infinite spirit is present. We live in the 7th super universe, which is named master spirit number 7, is Orvontun, is the one who guides from the inner plane of paradise, the whole destiny with the 11th architects of the master universe. Together they work on the development of our whole super universe, which is 700,000 universe, 100,000 local universe, 1 trillion inhabited world. And those revelations were authorized by the Ancient of Days. They are super administrator of the super universe, but the time and space officially on paradise began when the Ancient of Days were created. There are 21 Ancient of Days. 3 were posted on each of the central station of each super universe. But the Ancient of Days do not get involved in the administration of the local universe until it merged into light and life. And so eventually it is the mother that is first sent into the universe. She's the prime creator of our local universe. She established all the spiritual circuit. Then the Father come, and together they create the myriad of celestial beings that will, through time, and evolved their own path, and our own local universe is a young local universe. It is at the end of the spiral of creation. It is still planet that still will be formed. For within a local universe, there are 100 constellations. Each constellation administers the 100 local celestial system, and each system will eventually be the administrative center for 1,000 inhabited evolutionary world. And there are seven concepts of reality that is divine. I cannot really perceive yet the master spirits from paradise. I can sense their presence. I can send communication. But they're pretty far. They're still. And when they come together, the 7 concepts would come to the realization of the Supreme Being. The Supreme Being is the oversoul of the grand universe, the 7th super universe. But I could see the difference. They're very different. Each of the 7 concepts of divine consciousness. Because divine consciousness have appeared before me, and I could see their nature. They're really, really different. But we are in the 7th super universe, which is the ministry of the soul super universe, the most difficult and the most difficult one. It is the ministry that is balanced between the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. The first super universe is the most developed, the one that developed the fastest. It is sorry, I'm still under the weather. It is ruled as the universal Father alone. The second as the eternal Son alone. The third one as the infinite Spirit alone. The fourth one as the Father and the Son combined. The fifth one as the Father and the Spirit. The sixth one as the Son and the Spirit, and the seventh Father, Son, Spirit. And so we will. It is very complex, but it is so amazingly beautiful and so amazingly complex as in the same time. Did I put some cards with that? I think so, yeah. Did I put some cards? Or was it in the French reading? I'm going to pull some cards. The observer of the day is the asylum, to find this inner peace, to find this place of rest within yourself. It's very important. To be able to return to center. The past is the tree spirit, yakshi, to understand the growth, the knowledge that you gain from experience, and to and rely on the wisdom of the trees as well. The anchor inside the earth and the grow towards the sun, towards the sky. Where we are now is it's this opening of the heart. It's called self-created. It's this wonderful empowerment, inner strength, divine, the cause and effects together. And what comes in the future, we'll still have to pass through the valley of the shadow, and we have to eliminate all the shadow here. It is called soma. It is a phallic mushroom. It is the moon, and so just be discriminating. Do not. It's good to continue to cultivate, to communicate your light. But if somebody is not receptive to it, do not insist on anything. Within ourselves, there is transformation. This powerful card of transformation, new beginning, and the judgment of God. And on the outside world, it's going to be amusement. It is amusement. So just continue to play and have fun, enjoy yourself. We have to let go of many judgments upon ourselves. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I hope you find the book of the Urantia book interesting. It's the introduction. When I first came into that, I had some doubts, honestly, about all that. But eventually it all cleared up, and it became... it made a lot of sense, and so it self-revealed itself, and so a lot of things within this book has a lot of value in terms of, but it is beyond the sub-universe, the dimension that don't talk about the multi-dimensional nature. Those are the things we needed to realize by ourselves in the right time. In the 50s, they were not really so much about that, yet the teachings were already there with the Buddha and many other esoterical teachers that already opened the doors to that. So I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that Pink Floyd, to finish in music. I thank you very much for liking, for sharing, for commenting. I appreciate your comment, for subscribing and activating the notification bell, and for your donations. It's really appreciated. So much is about to unfold. It's going to be quite exciting. So we just got to stay in alignment. And when we are in alignment, it's like we are able to contemplate the perfection. In the book, this I Am Presence is called the I Am Presence, but it's also called the Mystery Monitor, and it's also called the Thought Adjuster. And they reveal a lot of things about the ins and outs, a lot of settled details. Although a lot of it is hidden, of course, there's a lot of things that are hidden within the book, so that we can develop our own knowledge. But they reveal so much things that we could have never guessed about the grand plan of the ascension process, of the return home to paradise, and how this all works out. This song. It's called Hey You. Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisle with itchy feet and fading smile, can you feel me? Hey you, don't you help me to bury the light. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call, would you touch me? Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. But it was only a fantasy. The wall was too high, as you can see. No matter how he tried, he could not break free, and the worm ate into his brain. Hey you, out there on the road, always doing what you told, can you help me? Hey you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, Divided we fall, we fall, we fall. Song of Pink Floyd that reminds us they've been trying to awaken the world to many aspects of life. So it's like we're not alone. Together we stand. Divided we fall. So let us continue to cultivate this sense of unity. And together we're gonna see through this whole process, and all the cosmic forces are here to assist us with this in returning to our own sovereign self and power. Once we are within our power, we are above and beyond any form of outer control. We have to gain our own sense of control, our own sense of self-control, controlling the direction and flow of our life, and to continue to cultivate this sense, this heart-connected sense of direction, and anchoring it into the earth, and to be contemplative to the plan of the Creator. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.